The evolution of your marketing will be the catalyst for the evolution of your business, and the evolution of your business will provide you with the freedom to focus on the evolution of your life. This is Evolved Marketing with Andre and Brian.
Welcome back to another episode of Evolved Marketing Podcast. I am here with my co-host Brian Brewer, as usual. Something that always happens when you run an online business is not everything goes according to plan. There's always gonna be something that comes up, or maybe a guest doesn't show up, or anything that happens in your business. If you're running a affiliate marketing business, maybe if you're running a podcast, if you have your own program, so you always have to improvise a little bit, especially when things go wrong, in order to fix the issue. So that's kind of what we did today. We had a guest today, but he could not make it. But that's okay because me and Brian are here to attend to you guys. How you doing, Brian?
Hey, I'm doing great, Andre. How are you today?
Good, 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 good. Yeah, I mean, crazy, huh? It happens in every business.
We've been pretty fortunate, with the podcast so far. This will be episode 29, I believe, which is pretty crazy when you think about that. But yeah, we haven't had any no call, no shows until today. But that's all right. Like you said, we are here. We are excited. We are going to bring some value for the listener today. So thanks for joining us here today. What's been going on? What's new, Andre? What's new in your business?
Yeah, so something that actually I started was I was able to launch my Spanish program. So I was super excited about it. It took a little longer than I expected because I first talked about it, I think in December, maybe. I think that's when I started to get together. So it took a good 4 months, 5 months for me to actually get it done. But it's been such rewarding to be able to help, this community. So it's been a really great experience so far.
Yeah, I'm super excited for you. I mean, to launch a course that teaches, the affiliate marketing skills and the marketing skills that you've learned that have helped you, generate well over $1 million in sales online as an affiliate is amazing. But the fact that you are addressing a hole or a need or a gap by creating this in Spanish, I think is fantastic. I think it's a tremendous opportunity. And it's a heck of a service that you're offering, because one of the most common questions I get is, hey, what about for people maybe who English isn't their first language? Because our business is heavily based on content. So if English is not your first language, that can be a little daunting. You see the opportunity out there. You want to get out there and throw your hat in the ring and start your affiliate marketing business. But, if English is not your first language and you're not fluent like you are, it could be frustrating. So to address this market, I think is fantastic. I think you're doing a great thing. And I really believe you have a tremendous opportunity. So I know you just launched, and the course itself has a low ticket front end and then, of course, a higher ticket back end. It is too new to start talking about data for the high ticket back end. But how did the launch go? Are you getting some front end sales?
Yeah, so the first week, it's been a week. The first day, actually, I had over like 60 sales of the low ticket. And the cool thing about it is that I haven't used my email list, or like the people that actually bought the first week were from my new accounts, my new Spanish accounts. So they were all literally cold traffic. It's not like I was bothering my English speaking people, to like get to buy my Spanish course, right? Like, it's not like I promoted it as big. It was literally all from my Spanish accounts, because maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I created these accounts so I can show people so I can show my students how to create everything in Spanish, right? And how to create content in Spanish. So I started these accounts maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And while I was doing it, while I created it, I told myself, okay, this is the turning point. This is the turning point, because I'm creating the account. Now I gotta stay consistent with this account. So then right there, that's when I started posting to get my 1,000 followers on TikTok, to get it there fast. Well, it turns out the first week of that TikTok account in Spanish, it reached like more than 10,000 followers on the first week. I didn't even have the funnel ready or anything ready. I just did it just to show people how to create content. And the amount of feedback that I had, the amount of people interested in it is crazy. Like I had a video go viral, 2.5 million views. And I never had a video go viral on TikTok, with my English audience. So it's been literally insane.
Yeah, I mean that's some pretty quick validation right there of the opportunity that you're addressing. And I think there's a nice marketing lesson in that of giving value first, because some of it might have to do with the fact that the Spanish speaking market is underserved in this niche or market or what have you. But the other side of it is you've created these accounts, like you said, just to get followers, just to kind of teach people, and then almost not pre-hype, but kind of pre-launch the course. And then when you did, I mean, 60 front end sales on day one. I mean, that's incredible. Or within the first 24 hours or however long it was. I mean, that's incredible. So the marketing lesson there is, hey, get people excited first, then come in with the offer after you've built the trust. But also, I mean, geez, look for opportunity. You're gonna be rich, Andre. You're gonna be the Spanish guru of gurus.
I mean, I don't know. I never liked the word guru, but I do like, being up there, like teaching people, like having the authority, that's something that it gets me excited. So, yeah, it's been really great so far. Like I say, it's only been a week, so now I'm just excited to see what's gonna come out next. The main goal is to get my students results. That's the main goal. But the cool thing about it is that it's like since I already grew this account so fast, like people can just replicate that. It's not like they have to reinvent the wheel. You get me? So they can just replicate that, and then it's gonna be anywhere. And that's something that I did realize, because as soon as you start posting about affiliate marketing in any language, right, you're gonna get bombarded with a bunch of other, like that. The algorithm is gonna show you more marketing people basically on your feed. So something that I noticed is that people promote different online businesses. For example, trading, e-commerce, Shopify, drop shipping. There's people out there in Spanish that are promoting that, but they talk about the business a lot, but they don't talk. They don't create content doing basically like pain points. They don't make people feel something. And that's what I've been noticing. That's a trend that I've been noticing a lot in a bunch of people that are promoting online businesses. They're not making people feel anything. You get me? So when I started creating my content, I started talking a lot about like paying, basically, like away from your family, you're in debt, you couldn't buy a house, you got kicked out of a place. So those pain points are what's getting my videos to go viral 100%. And I think that's what's missing in the market.
That is interesting. So let me ask you this question. You said you started creating content in Spanish, and then of course the algorithms are like, oh, this account is all about quote unquote making money online or business opportunities. So you start seeing the crypto and the Shopify and all that stuff, the drop shipping. Have you seen a lot of affiliate marketing business opportunities in Spanish market as well?
Yeah. So in Spanish, how in English we have ClickBank, they promote, they promote
It's an
physical
affiliate
products,
marketplace, basically, is
right? Like
what
a
it is. They
marketplace.
they host mostly digital products that they
Yep.
process all the payments, and anybody can join and become an affiliate. Then you can select from their offers. So okay, so yeah, we know
Exactly.
ClickBank in the English speaking market. What do they have
I
in the
like
Spanish market?
Digistore and JVSU. Those are English speaking marketing. And then in Spanish, there's one that is called Hotmart. So Hotmart is it's a platform where there's a lot of digital products out there. People create a digital product and then they put it on Hotmart, so people can become an affiliate for your product, through that platform of Hotmart. So that's one of the biggest things that there is right now in the Spanish speaking market. And I agree with it because it is a marketplace. People can promote any type of courses, like digital products, like fitness, diets, relationships. Everything's there. How to cook, how to do everything is there in that marketplace. But yeah, I what I do is basically outside of that marketplace. It's just my own thing. Like, and I did get some feedback. Some people were saying maybe you should put your course on Hotmart. You get me? But I just don't want to be categorized as a product from Hotmart because it's already out there. People already know about it. People know, oh, is this Hotmart? Like what I'm promoting. They tell me, is this Hotmart? Because they know about it, and probably maybe they didn't get the results that they wanted to get. So that I don't want to be categorized in that sense of I'm in that marketplace. And it's giving me a cool little way of promoting it too, because on my videos I talk about affiliate marketing and I'm like, hey, it's not Hotmart, like I'm just letting them know, hey, it's not this, by the way. So it's
It's funny
something
how
that I'm
everything
doing.
just translates. It's just a same idea, just a different language. Because especially when YouTube was my number one traffic source back in like 2017, 2018, it was like you would make a video and then in parentheses put not clickbank behind it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the same thing you're doing now.
Yeah, almost the same thing. And it's the people are asking me, "Hey, is this Hallmark? Is this from Hallmark?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not teaching Hallmark here. I'm teaching you how to. I'm teaching you about a business model. You can promote whatever you want to promote. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be. If you want to promote things from Hallmark, go ahead. But that's not what I'm teaching.
Right. That's an option. But what we're trying to teach here is marketing skills. So you've had, day one, you have 60 front end sales. And then I know they've continued to come in after that, which is really, really exciting. Now, do you know with this Spanish speaking community that you're serving and the customers that you're bringing in, is it mostly the United States? Is it other locations as well? What sort of demographics or
Yeah,
geographic information have you gotten?
yeah. So when people buy from my course, they don't show me where it's from basically. But I do have people join a Facebook group, right? And one of the three questions that I ask is, okay, where are you from, or like where are you located, stuff like that. So what I noticed, there's a lot of people from the United States, but there's also people from all of Latin America. So I have gotten people from Ecuador, people from Venezuela, from Chile, Peru, Nicaragua. So it's going even from Spain in Europe. So it's going around to whoever speaks Spanish and it's stuck in that algorithm. It's going around to like anybody. And people from Mexico too. But I do notice a lot of people, Spanish speaking people in the United States. That's probably like the main one. Miami, Los Angeles, a bunch
Now,
of places like that.
do you know, and you might not know this, and that's okay because the program's so new and it's really hard to discover this, but when you're talking about people from the United States that you've polled, do you have any idea if they are also fluent in English, just not confident with the language to create content, or is it more people who really just don't speak English all that fluently? Do you have any insider idea?
Yeah, in my experience, it's probably people that maybe had just come to the United States or people that have been there for a while, but they haven't learned the language as much. You get me? For the most part, there's a lot of Hispanics that don't want to learn it as good, and it's like a problem, an ongoing problem with like Spanish speaking people. They don't really try as hard to learn the language, to learn English, basically. So what I noticed is that they rather communicate in Spanish with everything. Their learning mentality is in Spanish, and everywhere they offer Spanish speaking people, you get me? Like if you go to the bank and you ask for a Spanish speaking person, they're gonna bring somebody out or have you call somebody and they'll be able to translate it. There's just people that they do get around with the language, but they understand better with you if you speak the native language.
Yeah, and it also depends on, where you're located as well. For example, when I lived in Southern California, I lived in San Diego for 4 years. And, there are certain neighborhoods, communities where really English is not even necessary. And if I looked at the number of bilingual colleagues that I had, most of the people who worked in the front of the house obviously spoke English, even if Spanish was their first language. But a large portion of the native English speakers also spoke Spanish if they were born and raised in San Diego, just because it was a densely populated language in the area.
Yep.
So yeah, I can see why some people would maybe be hesitant to really put that much effort into learning the second language when it isn't necessary. So that's exciting that it's launched. It's funny that you say, it took a little bit longer than you anticipated. I mean, I do that with everything in my business. I mean, it could be creating a course. Yep, I'll get this done in 3 weeks. And here I am, 2 years later, still tweaking. And then, writing a webinar. It's like, I can probably write this webinar in the next 24 hours, over the next day or two. And then, 5, 6, 7, 12 days later, I'm still writing the webinar. It's just kind of the nature of the business. But it also shows that, you want it to be good. You want it to be quote unquote as perfect as it can be. You want to put something out there that is not only going to be valuable but effective as well. So yeah, sometimes things take a little bit longer than you
Yeah.
want. But
Especially
it's
because because I also was doing it, right? Like I was creating it. So I started, doing, okay, I need you, when you first start building a course, you don't know how much you're going to need until you start. Okay. That's first of all, if you are ever listening and you want to create your own thing, just get it ready first, like think about what you want to put in it, but just know that there's going to be more things that are going to come up to add. So I had the whole framework. Okay, I want to do this. I had the module set up. I knew what I was gonna put in each module, and then while I was working through it, more things started. I started thinking about more things, and then more things, and then oh wait, I need this too. Oh no, I need that too. Like for example, the terms of services. The refund policy. All of that stuff. Like do the funnels, to the share funnel, but you don't want to share the whole funnel. You want to share half the funnel so they can use it. It's like there's a lot of things that you have to think about that you don't really think about in the beginning. But all of these things will show up at the end when you're about to be done. There's gonna be more things that you have to keep adding. So that's what happened to me, man. Like, and of course, procrastinating a little bit here and there, different projects, and yeah, that's what happened for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny too, because when you are creating a course, hopefully you're creating a course on something that right? The subject matter that you know. So when you go about your day-to-day in your affiliate marketing business, you have a lot of things that are already set up that you probably haven't touched in months. So you kind of forget about those. And then also it just becomes so second nature. Like once you are practiced, it's like, oh yeah, what do I do? Well, I don't really do anything all day. I make some videos and that's it. But then
Yeah.
when you start breaking it down for beginners, you're like, oh wait, I've done a lot. And so that it's kind of cool in a way though to look back and really kind of appreciate everything that you've learned over the years. It's just like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. And then for me anyways, it's like, yeah, I deserve to be, where I'm at. Cause sometimes you look at the money and you're like, God, I don't know. I'm making kind of a lot of money. But when you think about all the things you've learned and all the struggles you've been through
Yeah.
and all the challenges you've overcome, you're like, yeah, I'm worthy of this. So that's really cool. So, you had a very successful affiliate marketing business and then decided to create a course. Was there ever a point where you're like halfway through the course and you're like, I should have never done this?
uh, yeah, almost like every day. you know, but that's the thing, like I had a goal in mind, like I need to do this. And you know what I just thought about it? I'm super excited to get my leather back from Funnel Hacking Life. So if people don't know about it, like we wrote ourselves a letter last year at Funnel Hacking Life. And on that letter, I put that I was gonna make some type of membership area, and that's literally what I just accomplished. So I'm just
That's
waiting to
really
get that leather
cool.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So for
just
those
to
who
get
don't
that
know,
leather back.
at the end of the ClickFunnels Hacking Live, I mean, it's literally like the last 5 minutes of the event. They're about ready to turn us loose, and they hand out these pieces of paper in a stamped envelope, and that's what you do. I mean, you write a letter to yourself, you pack it up, you seal it, and then they send it out to you. Like they say 6 months later. Last 2 years ago, I got mine like right before I went to Funnel Hacking Live, but it's kind of where you set your goals for the coming year in the moment when you're all hyped up from Funnel Hacking Live after seeing all these amazing speakers. You set your goals, and then you got to look at them a year later, and they're like, "Ooh, I didn't do that. Ooh, yeah, I kind of did that." But what I learned or what I noticed from when I did this, because this was my second Funnel Hacking Live, so I had the previous year I had written a letter and received it, is I pretty much hit my goals. Obviously there were certain figures where maybe I fell a little bit short, like I wanted to make X amount of dollars every month and I was only making Y, or there were other areas where like I wanted to do this and I crushed it like the first 3 weeks or whatever. But I think there's an important lesson to that for everyone is when you set your goals, make sure you be specific and set your goals maybe a little bit higher than you think you should, because chances are you will hit your goal. I think about every goal I've ever set. My first goal when I first started affiliate marketing way back, 10, 11 years ago was to make $600 a month. If I could make $20 a day, I felt like that would be a huge win because that would pay my cell phone bill. And, that's back when we had cable. So I had the cable bill and the electricity, right? Because we lived in a small apartment. And I was like, that would be amazing if I could just make $600 a month. And then I hit that goal. And then I was like, well, this is great. Now let's see if I can make $100 a day and then,
Mhm.
$3,000 a month. And then I hit that goal. And just, whatever goal you set, eventually you'll hit it. So, finally I got wise. I set my goal to make $1 million a month. Now I'm not there yet, but finally after hitting small goal after small goal, I was like, all right, let's sit down. Let's set a goal that's going to make my life change a little bit. So yeah, that's my goal now, is to hit $1 million a month. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But hopefully we'll get there. So yeah, I can't wait for you to see that letter. Hopefully it makes you smile.
I know, yeah, but I mean that's the thing about it, that you're writing down your goals makes a difference. It's like you visualize it in a way where if you write something down and you think about it, you're all about it, then you are most likely gonna accomplish those goals. And that's with any type of business and anything. Yeah, one thing that I wanted to go back to, like creating the course, creating the program, is like mistakes, right? Like, did you ever make any mistakes that you were like dreadful, I guess, like where like you fucked up basically? Have you ever happened to you?
I mean, there are little mistakes, and then there are big mistakes, and then there are mistakes where it's just like, I should have never done that. And I try not to focus on those, but if I think about little mistakes, like I delete like, for example, the thing that happened a couple weeks ago to me is I have a product inside my course right now. And what happens is the products inside ClickFunnels, they have a product ID associated with it. And that ID is then associated with the customer that purchases it. So what that does is that sometimes if you have your funnel set up the right way, or the membership set up this way, that product ID associated with that account will allow people special access that is gated for people who haven't purchased. And there was an issue inside my ClickFunnels, and the product ID got compromised and it got deleted. And it was just like, oh shit.
Wow.
There are thousands of people who have purchased this product, and now they are locked out. Now, I don't know if I had an option. It may have been my only option because of the way ClickFunnels glitched on me. I don't know. But in that moment, it was like, what am I going to do? And you just got to figure it out at that point. So what I ended up doing is shooting a video and sending it out to the appropriate people and placing it right inside the course. Like, hey, here's what happened. We can get you access again. You just got to reach out to me, and then we'll do it manually. But yeah, I mean, it was like thousands. And when I say thousands, it's like 5,000-6,000 people, maybe more. And like, I can't add all these in manually. Like, I don't even know what to do. You know what I mean? So yeah. I think of those mistakes, and it's just like, you sit there, and it happened on a Saturday, and I was just sitting there like, what am I going to do? And I'm thinking to myself, do I have to work for the next 48 hours straight? Like, what am I going to do? But then it hits you. The solution hits you. And I think that's an important part of entrepreneurship, is you have to be a problem solver. And yes, you can buy a course, and you should buy a course, and it's going to give you, 98% of what you need, streamlined, all organized, and it's going to really help you move forward a lot faster. But there's the other 2% where, like, if you're not going to be a problem solver, if you're not going to work the problem, you're going to really struggle in this field of entrepreneurship. So yeah, what about you? You must have something in mind where you fucked up. Let's spill the beans. What happened?
Well, the main thing was I was trying to create it in a wrong platform, I guess you can say. Okay, so I wanted everybody to use ClickFunnels 2.0. Okay, so that's the main thing that I wanted to. And I started creating tutorials. Like, I started creating videos about it, and at the same time, while I was learning it at the same time. Okay, because it's a new platform, right? It's a new software that they just came out maybe like 6 months ago, but it's not perfect, right? So I was having so many issues doing the funnels, so many issues doing the email marketing, creating the membership area on this platform, doing the tutorials for my students about, the funnels, how to work with this platform. And it was just really, I don't know, it was glitchy, like it was not everything was ready yet for everybody to use effectively. And I was just a little stubborn for like 2 months, and I just kept going at it. And I kept trying to figure it out, and I was getting it figured out. And then they deactivated the share funnel function that I needed to basically get over that section and finish that section of my course. And that was the tipping point where I was like, fuck this shit. Like I can't run a business this way. Like I cannot run a business. You're just waiting on them to like upload new areas of the of the platform. So then I had to go back to ClickFunnels regular. I had to create the tutorials again, with a different platform. And so thankfully I know how to work ClickFunnels regular. But yeah, it's like I wasted 2 months.
You know what though? There's a pretty good lesson right there. I think for anyone who's new to this entrepreneurship game and they're in the beginning stages, like I think when people get to the point where they're like, yes, I'm going to start a business, they're so nervous about screwing up and making a mistake that they don't go forward. But here's the thing. Like, first of all, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to screw up. So just, it's never going to not happen. So you may as well just be cool with it. But the other thing is when you're brand new, like, it's so small. Your business is so tiny. It's almost non-existent. Like, who cares if you screw up? Like, I think about ClickFunnels, you know, in ClickFunnels 2.0, and I don't want to turn this into a bash fest, but boy, this launch of 2.0 has just been from the outsider looking in, it appears to just be an absolute disaster. And imagine that feeling. Like, you're Russell Brunson and Todd Dickerson, and you have this business that's worth $500 million, ClickFunnels Classic, and you got this huge, massive following, and they sell out events, and the events are amazing, and all these things, and you're going to launch ClickFunnels 2.0, and it doesn't launch, and then you finally do launch it the next year, and it's just buggy as hell. It's just like, imagine dealing with that. You know what I mean? So like when you're first getting started, there's really no pressure. You may as well just go make some mistakes, have fun with this, because no one knows who you are. You're probably not making any money, so there's no real risk. You don't have any customers, so there's no one to let down except your future self. So just go for it, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what gets me mad a little bit about ClickFunnels 2.0. Like, not to bash on them, but since we're on that topic, let's just do it. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't, why would they launch something that is not ready yet? Like, because they made like that first day where they launched it, they made like more than $1 million selling it. You get me? Like, why did it get to the point where they launched something that is not even ready yet? Like, I just don't get it. Like,
I
don't
get
get it.
I get the idea, because this is a good practice, especially with technology. Technology moves really, really fast, and it moves faster and faster every year. So does social media. So like, if you're thinking about getting started, but you don't know like TikTok yet, just go learn it and make mistakes, because it's going to change in a year anyways. But, same thing with software. It changes so fast. You kind of got to move. You got to launch your good enough, or your, what do they call it? Your minimum viable product, and then, fix it from there. So I get the philosophy, but the real problem for me is not that the software is buggy, right? Like they'll get it figured out eventually. But the problem for me was it added so much confusion. Like, I was probably one of the top 50 affiliates for them of all time. You know what I mean? I've won the ClickFunnels Dream Car Award. There's thousands of people who've won the 2 Comma Club Award. If you look in last year's program, I think there was 27 people who won the ClickFunnels Dream Car Award, right? So there's just not very many people who are at that level in the affiliate marketing game. And I just physically like can't promote it anymore, because it just causes too much confusion with my members. I switched, I used to offer share funnels to all of the people who purchased my course so they could launch their funnels on ClickFunnels. And I still have them for people who are existing ClickFunnels users, but I can't sell it anymore because, they're like coming back with like, is it 1.0? Is it 2.0? Or they think they can download the funnel, so they go buy 2.0 and they pay the year price, and then they can't import the 1.0 funnels. And it's like just crazy confusing. So I had to switch over all my share funnels over to System.io, which, is great. It works really well. It's a much better software than I thought when I first started investigating it. But yeah, all my share funnels now have to be on that because of the confusion. It has nothing to do with the quality of the software. It's the fact that there's so much confusion with that now that I literally cannot promote it. I mean, it's impossible. I'd love to. I love the company, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you brought something up that we haven't really talked about in this podcast at all, because we do mention ClickFunnels a lot, because we are users of ClickFunnels. But you just mentioned Systemio. You want to talk about it a little bit, because I don't think we ever talked about Systemio, and that's a new alternative, or like a really good alternative for affiliates to also launch their business while not spending much money on the
Yeah,
side,
so
you know?
I'd love to. And I'm not, excuse me, I'm not selling this right now, or I'm not talking about this in order to promote it, but I think it's really good. So yeah, obviously there's different funnel building softwares for anyone who is brand new. It's like, if you're going to have an online business, in the affiliate marketing space, you need a couple of things. You need a website, a way to share your message, to pre-frame leads, and then obviously to collect emails. So you can grow your email list, and then you're going to need some sort of autoresponder, some sort of email management system, so you can, hold them in a database and then email them with automated sequences, and then of course email blasts or whatever you want to call them on the fly. So those are the two things that you're going to really need. Those are the non-negotiables for an affiliate marketing business. And obviously ClickFunnels was the one who kind of coined the term funnel, and they were a great software, and I'm sure they will be again. And I've used them for years now and really like them. The classic version, that is. And the thing is there's other alternatives out there. I think we've talked about Groove funnels before, which I certainly can't recommend. And, there's Drop funnels, which I don't know anything about. So I can't really say anything about them. There's other alternatives, funnel builders or drag and drop website builders. And most of them are trying to compete with ClickFunnels, who's the big dog, as the cheaper option. Right? Like they come in, and ClickFunnels is $97 a month. So they come in and we're like $37 a month. Well, the cheaper option is not always the best. Sometimes it ends up costing you more money to go with the cheaper option. So when I first found System.io, I started hearing people in the legendary marketer community first start talking about, hey, I'm using System.io to build my funnels. It's really cool. You can start for free. And then the first tier up is like $27 a month, which is pretty inexpensive for a funnel building software. But the other thing that is cool is they have the email management system built right in. So not only can you build your websites and collect emails, but you can also set up your first email management system or your first automated campaign for free. So it's like, wow, that's really cool. Well, initially my thought was, it's just another ClickFunnels knockoff. Some company coming in here and trying to steal market share by being the cheapest option. And so I was like, I don't know. And I avoided it for a long time. But then a lot of my customers were like, hey, can you build this funnel? Because I've shared funnels for years. Can you build this same funnel on System? And I was like, I don't know anything about it. So I dove in and I started to look into it, and I started to play around with it. And the first thing I realized was, hey, it's actually really good. And it's set up really intuitively, probably more intuitive than ClickFunnels as far as the page builder goes. But the other thing is the support is amazing. And what I realized, and this is when it finally clicked for me, this is when it finally like, oh, this is good, is it's not a funnel builder with email management. It's an email autoresponder that also has the bonus of a funnel builder built in. And that's when it really clicked for me. I was like, oh, I get it now, because it's not uncommon for email autoresponders or email management systems to offer you, your first 30 days free, or, free until you hit 2,000 subscribers. Like that's common practice. And that's when I realized, like, oh, this is an autoresponder that also has a really good funnel builder attached. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with it. It has the share funnel feature. I have a lot of affiliates who are promoting my program who are using Systemio, and they're making commissions. So, I mean, it works. It's legit. And I can, even without an affiliate link, I highly recommend it to anyone who's considering a lower cost option alternative to build their funnels.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, because you want to keep it like funnels are, you want to keep them kind of separate. Like this platform is good for funnels, and then this is good for email marketing. You kind of want to like keep those things separate. Like, okay, this is what they do best, so use this. This is what they do best, so use this. But the way you explain it, like how it's an email marketing software that offers funnels, that just changed completely the whole thing. Because yes, you want to get the email marketing, because you don't want to do email marketing in a platform that don't specialize on email marketing. Because most likely what's going to happen is like nobody's going to get your emails. First of all, like everything's going to go probably to the spam folder. But if you focus on something that is an email marketing software that offers, funnels and landing pages and stuff like that, then that makes more sense. That makes it a business. You get me?
I mean, it was great. And that's when it clicked. And the fact is I've probably sent 500 people to them by now, right? Because you can see in your affiliate dashboard how many referrals you've sent. Now, keep in mind, a majority of those people are still on the free tier. So it's not like I'm making, $100,000 a month with them by any means. But I've sent, 500 people to them who are using at least their free tier, and I've had very little complaints. And for the most part, like every funnel software, like when you're new to it, it looks foreign, it looks Greek. It's like, obviously you see those things where like, I can't figure out how to do this. And it's just really a simple fix, but because it's new, you don't know. But beyond that, beyond the panic that sets in with people who've never built a website before and they see a software, they're like, beyond that, no one's complained about it. I mean, it's been really, really good. And that's how I judge something, because if you send 500 people to something and it just sucks, like you're just going to get complaint after complaint after complaint. Like I've had more complaints with 2.0 ClickFunnels and I don't even promote it, right, than I've had with Systemio. So it's not, I can definitely recommend it, even without an affiliate link. So
it's free to start. And at what point, like, do they start charging? Like once you have many people on the email list?
Yeah, so there's different tiers. So they have a free tier, and then their first tier, I don't know what it's called, but I think it's $27 a month. And there's certain criteria. For example, if you get to 2,000 email subscribers, then you're limited. You can no longer be on the free tier, so you have to upgrade in order to keep your account active. Well, that's not a problem, obviously. If you have 2,000 email subscribers, you can clearly make, the $27 a month back from that email list or whatever it costs on the second tier or the first paid plan. But there's other things as well. And usually the ones that trip the need to pay are either the email campaigns. So an email campaign is just an automated email follow-up sequence for those who don't know. And I think you're only allowed one automated email sequence in the free tier. So if people want to have a secondary automated email sequence, or they want to promote two different products and they want two different funnels with two different automated email sequence, that's going to trip them up. That's the first thing that usually gets people to upgrade. And the other thing is automation rules. An automation rule is, hey, when someone subscribes or enters their email on this page, then automatically subscribe them to that campaign. That is an example of an automation rule, where you're only allowed one or two or three automation rules before you have to upgrade to the next tier. And really, to run a good business, you're going to want like 3 to 4 to 5 automation rules, because you want to tag people, you want to segment people and stuff like that. So those are usually one of the two ways that people need to upgrade. But like I said, the first tier is, $27 a month, or like something pretty inexpensive, like $200 for the whole year. And because of that, I do make commissions on it. Even though it's a free software, people are like, well, it makes sense to upgrade. It's a good software. I like it. It's working. I'll upgrade. Now, I actually am starting to do pretty well with it as well. And that's just bonus revenue, because I sell the funnels. I sell access to the clone funnels. So people are like, that's where I make the front end commission or the front end sale, local ticket sale. And then they go start building the software using my affiliate link to join that software. So that's just bonus revenue. That's monthly recurring revenue in addition, and I think I'm doing close to $1,500 or $2,000 a month already. Just bonus money. So that's cool.
Exactly. And it's like a way of passive income too, because you're not really actively promoting it. You're just sharing your funnels with people. And then of course, if they want to use it, they'll have to create their own account, and then it's like you're helping them. It's like helping them help you, basically, in a way,
And it's amazing, like that. If that just isn't the biggest key to making a business work, it's just like, all right, how do I make people's lives easier and better in a way that makes me money? I mean, literally, like if it was a crappy software, I would never have promoted it, right? Like I literally stopped promoting ClickFunnels, which I loved and won me the Dream Car Award stuff, which you can probably see behind me if you're watching this on YouTube and stuff like that, which is amazing. It was a great software and a great community. But when it got too confusing, I couldn't do that to my audience anymore. So I had to find an alternative. And luckily, Systemio was everything I had hoped for. And it was a great alternative. And because it's a great alternative and I'm actively trying to help people with it, I'm getting signups. And by this time next year, maybe I'll be doing $5,000 a month in passive income or $6,000 a month in passive income. And I'm not doing anything to actively market it. It's just added revenue.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, what else have you incorporated into your program? I mean, of course, Systemio, you started with ClickFunnels and Systemio. Is there anything else that you have incorporated as far as like softwares?
No, I don't really have any other software in there because it used to be when I was doing ClickFunnels, then I also had the autoresponder software as well, right? Where it's like, okay, here's get response or whatever, and that was another affiliate
Yeah.
link. So really with System, it's kind of all inclusive. So that's really the only software that I have in there. There's some other affiliate links. Anytime it makes sense to recommend a product and they happen to have an affiliate program, obviously I'm going to lump that right in there and it's going to be some money. But yeah, a majority of my income now comes from the sales of my course. I have 2 low ticket front end offers and then the high ticket back end. I have a payment plan option as well. So I have some monthly recurring revenue there. That with the system commissions, are a majority of my money. Obviously, the course sales are number one now. But even when I was just doing affiliate marketing, I still had all these things lumped in there. You know what I mean? Like when I was just promoting Legendary up front, I still had the share funnels that I offered as bonuses, right? I offered them as free bonuses to anyone who joined the 15-day business builder challenge. Well, that's how I won the dream car, right? Because I'm promoting
Hmm.
Legendary on the market on the front end. Now, obviously, a majority of my money is coming from Legendary Marketer, but I'm also, I've made well over $100,000 with ClickFunnels. And that's just because I was sharing funnels that help people get started with the skills that Legendary Marketer was teaching. I had Get Response in there as well, and Aweber affiliate links in there. Back when I was doing Shopify, I would offer free courses to get Shopify commissions, but I had other things in there as well. I had Facebook advertising courses that were from trusted sources. I would have those affiliate links in there. And it's like
Mm.
just think about what your customer is going to need next after they purchase the first thing you're promoting, and then get it in front of them at the right time with your affiliate link. And I call that linear affiliate marketing, right?
Yep. And that's something that I got from also Legendary Marketer, because you know how they promote the Rich Dad Poor Dad, the book they promoted on the challenge. I think it's day 5. I don't day 4. I think I don't know. Don't quote me. Sorry, guys. But they do promote it. They do promote it right there, right? So, I also did it on my course. So I recently got my first commission from Amazon. And I haven't been able to figure that out. And it was just cool how you said it. You just set it up, you can put a bunch of affiliate links there and then people will buy. It's just if it goes accordingly to like the whole what you're trying to teach. It's not like you're gonna put random affiliate products there and try to just make money out of people. That's not what we're doing. We're basically giving them the tools so they can get closer to the results that they want to get. So it was cool. I got commission promoting Amazon, so that was exciting.
Yeah, and it just makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you? Right? Like, it's something that people need. They have affiliate links. Like, I think about it like this. Think about buying a car, right? Like, okay, so you're going to go buy a car. Well, the dealership's going to make some money on that, right? Somebody's going to make money on that. The manufacturer, they're going to make money on this car. Okay, what happens when you buy a car? Well, next week you're going to need some gas, right? So there's another product. Okay, well, what happens next? Well, 3 months later, you're going to need an oil change. So there's another product. And then what happens? Well, 30,000 miles later, you're going to need some new tires. You know what I mean? So there's another product. And then, eventually you're going to need, all this stuff. You need new brakes and you're going to need, and that's how you got to think about marketing, because anytime you solve a problem for somebody, it opens up a whole new set of problems, right? Like you can break this down to anything. Let's say you're going to have a baby. Okay, we need a hospital to have this baby. Then you have the baby. Okay, we're going to need a crib and clothes. You know what I mean? And then they get older, and we're going to need preschool and stuff like that. It's like every time you solve a problem for somebody, it opens up another problem. So it works. Like
Yeah.
you can go for years talking about different examples. I sell a course that teaches people how to play tennis. Great, they bought it. Now what are they going to need? Well, they're probably going to want a new tennis racket. Well, here, buy this on Amazon with my affiliate link. Then they're going to want some shoes and some tennis balls and stuff like that. And it's just like, if you think about affiliate marketing like that, you have one front end product and then all the supporting products on the back end. There's just more money to
And
be made.
and that's the thing about it. Like, not many people know about referral type of links, right? For example, like we joined a CrossFit gym and it was amazing, right? Like the gym going there, it was amazing. And they had really good email marketing campaigns. Okay. So like they keep you motivated. They they send you workouts and stuff like that. And they will email you maybe like once a week, but then not even in one single email there's a link there. You get me? Like they could be
Right.
making so much money promoting different things because the email marketing campaign, it works. Like I will get all the emails and everything to stay motivated to go back to the gym, but they're not really offering protein shakes. They're not offering like different things that they could be offering through the email marketing campaign. And I think that they're losing so much money just by not doing that.
Yeah, I think about that probably, if not weekly. I think about that monthly. I think about, man, if I was just a fitness influencer, like, oh my God, that's exactly what I would do. I would create a course or a program and I would just give it away for free on my Instagram. And these fitness influencers are crazy. They have huge followings, and like their whole monetization strategy is, hey, go to the bio and use code FIT30 for my, like protein shake and get 20%. Like that's their whole marketing strategy. It's like, dude, come on. Like I would create a free course, I would give it away, and that's what I would do. Here's my favorite supplements. Go get it on Amazon. Here's my favorite this. Here's 10 recipes, and just send it out. And then like, oh, you're gonna need this and this and this, and like, all the things, like all the like green
Like
chefs and all those meal
the must
plans.
haves. The must haves to have like a gym, a gym, home gym. You get me? Like you can just put that all in one website,
Dude, like
and make so much money.
Here's 10 exercises that you can do. For these exercises, you're going to need 10-pound dumbbells. I like these on Amazon if you want to get them, right? And you're just giving away this free, exercise pack, or selling it for $6 or whatever. And you're just like, here, go get this and this and this. And it's just like, dude, I might become a fitness influencer. I got to hit the gym a little bit harder, but I'm going to become a fitness influencer because I think about this all the time.
But then that just goes to show you, like it works with any niche, any niche. Like people overthinking, like, oh, what am I gonna promote? I'm like, what are you good at? Like if you like working out, that's your niche. Create stuff doing that. If you like your dog, you like puppies. There's so many affiliate programs for dogs. You could like be an affiliate for that company and recommend while you buy your dog, right? And then that could be a niche also. And then you could also have products. Like, for example, right now there's a product that I buy for my dog to clean her mouth. It's like a liquid that I put underwater so they can have clean teeth, clean breath. And that's a subscription based product, because they tell me, okay, you won't get results in 3 months, so you need to have it like every single month. And after that third month, if you want to keep going, if you want your dog to have like healthy like mouth and stuff, then you gotta keep going, right? So that's what gets you. If I just promote that and I get it's like $100 for like those 3 months. If I just get like $10 per sale, or whatever it is, right? Like that's a business right there. And it's just like people don't really realize that it's real. This is real and it's been going on for a long time, but they just don't think it's real.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like, once you learn the skills, they're transferable to, like you said, any niche. It doesn't matter. You just got to learn the skills first. And that's why I always tell people, like, don't be afraid to join a course that teaches you affiliate marketing and then turn right around and promote it, because A, you're going to make your money back. So there's really like no risk. But B, like that's the fastest way to start making money, right? Like, because while you're learning the program that you're going to promote, because you always have to know the program you're going to promote, then, you're learning the skills to promote it. So like two birds with one stone. But then after that, after you've made your money back, or maybe after you've, 5x your investment, maybe you're like, this was great. I learned a lot of cool things, but I just don't want to be in the make money online space anymore. You don't have to be, right? Like there are bigger opportunities out there. Like if you're a fitness influencer, swear to God, like learn affiliate marketing and just like, you'll never have to quote unquote sell anything ever again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just how it is, honestly. Like learn the skills, apply what you learn. And even if you invest in a course and you still are kind of lost, I always tell people, why don't you try promoting the course? Like get that experience, get your feet wet a little bit and get out there, do something, post something, start building a campaign. Because if you're just thinking about, okay, what niche am I gonna get? Okay, what product am I gonna get? Am I gonna promote? Like they ask me, what's the best niche to promote? Or like what's a nice affiliate program to promote? And I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like I can't know which is a good program. You get me? Like you have to see what works out there, and if something's working, because everything, I think everything works. You just have to find the right the right person, right?
Yeah, for every person who's in one niche, there's another person who's doing something that's completely obscure, and they just figured out the angle. And like I saw this guy, and I wish I remembered his name. He's on YouTube, and he is like one of those guys who he'll create a video and it'll go super mega viral, and then nobody will know about him for like a year. And then all of a sudden he'll just like show up and he'll create another video and go super mega viral because like, oh my God, this guy, he's back. And he'll promote things like astrology or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's just like a ClickBank product, but he just crushes it with it. And yeah, it's just everything works. You just got to find the right angle. And so, like, I
Yeah.
go back to it. If you're just going to turn around and promote the course that you bought, like, that's probably the most straightforward, simple path, but it's not the only option by any means.
Yeah. And one something that I did on my program is I gave like a real life example of how to set up a whole business promoting something from ClickBank, right? For example. And I found this astrology thing and I was like, okay, I wanna base my business out of this, right? And it's really like a tutorial. So I'm showing them how to find like a niche and I just picked it randomly. And I was like, okay, well, let's build a funnel. Let's build a funnel with this product, right? So first we check the sales page funnel to see if it's like actually like a legit one. You don't want to promote something that doesn't look right. So yeah, I was like, okay, it looks legit. So now, okay, I want to create my opt-in page, my bridge page, and then go into to this astrology product. And then this product has so many resources. So a lot of affiliates don't realize that affiliate programs have a bunch of resources. Not everybody does, but most of them do. And what do they have there? They had like 20 emails. They had like infographics. They had images that I could use on my email marketing. They had so much stuff that I could use. So I just plugged and play everything that resources were giving me. So then I was able to set up the funnel. I was able to set up the email marketing. And then I went on TikTok and I was like, okay, let me just find whoever's promoting astrology. And I went on TikTok and somebody was reading cards and talking about the stars and stuff like that. And it's just, I went on the link on the bio and guess what? It was a product from ClickBank. You get me? So it's like so easy how you can just create a niche or like use a niche, create a business out of that niche and just promote that product. And the cool thing about it is that that product had upsells as well. So all of that information is right there on the platform. It tells you before you even choose the right product, first think about like, okay, does this product have upsells? If this product has recurring commissions, you get me? Does this product have resources for me to use? Does this product have a good customer service support? You get me? All of that information is right there on the marketplaces that you can find products from. And if you feel like you're not ready yet to promote it, buy it. You get me? Buy it and use it and figure out if this is something that you want to promote. You get me? It's not that hard to figure out if this is something that is gonna be good or not.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it when you were using it? If so, hey,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? I bet you other people will enjoy it when they're using it. I mean, it really is amazing. And the hack kind of is like, if you're just frozen, like paralyzed, like start thinking about areas that you enjoy or that you could be interested in or that you could see yourself talking about, and then find other creators, influencers, TikTok accounts in that space and just figure out what they're promoting. Let them do the hard work for you, right? Like if you were into astrology and you searched, astrology on TikTok and you found this person who was reading cards and you clicked on the link in their bio and it goes to an affiliate product on ClickBank, well, take down the name of the product, go over to ClickBank, search it, and figure it out. Because if they're a big influencer or a big affiliate marketer, chances are they've done the research, right? Like they've tested different products and they found out what converts the best for them. They found out what makes them the most money. And that's the beauty of affiliate marketing. Like there's more affiliate programs than qualified affiliates. So if somebody's promoting something, it's probably good because
Mm-hmm.
affiliates can just switch and promote something else, So that's, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
And
when you
and
when
that
you
goes to
dumb it
show
down,
you
it gets easier. Yeah.
exactly. Like in 2021, I was coaching somebody and for the make money online niche. right? Because that's what they wanted to do. So they were promoting legendary marketer. I was teaching them how to promote legendary marketer. They were able to make high ticket commissions out of that. So that was great. But he realized that it wasn't for him. You get me? Nowadays, when I go back to see his account or like his what he's doing nowadays, because I'm in contact with this person. Like we became friends. Now he does car reviews on YouTube, and he has a successful YouTube channel doing this and just doing car reviews, and he has affiliate links on on their bios and everything. But this guy learned the skills by doing. He wasn't thinking about, okay, what niche I'm gonna pick right in the beginning. He bought my coaching. I coached him with the skills that he needed to learn. He learned the skills and realized, okay, this is not for me. But you realize those skills with something that was for him. And now
That's
he's super
exactly it.
successful doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah, you may as well just do it first, and then you can. It just translates, and that's it. It translates, and that's the thing. Like long term, figure out something that you can talk about for a long time. Like I found that I just love talking about marketing, and I love helping people, and I love changing people's lives and helping them earn their first commission. So that lights me up, right? And I can do this. Don't force it, because hopefully you're going to have a successful business someday. Well, if it takes you 6 months or a year to build that successful business, it sure would be a shame if you got to the point where you were successful and then all of a sudden you realized you hated the topic that you chose and you had to just close down a successful business because you got burned out. So yeah, learn by doing first, but then, choose whatever you want, something that's going to light you up for the next 10 years, right? You're going to get excited about.
Yep.
And if you don't have anything you're passionate about, focus on helping other people and become passionate about that success. And it's pretty cool to be someone who helps other people.
Boom. That's a wrap. That's it. That's the best way to finish this episode.
Well, it was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're sorry to have the our guest show up, but yeah, it's always great just to sit and chat, just the two of us.
Yeah, and like we catch up, like we talk about things because we don't talk every day, like we catch up, we get to like know our strategy, see what we're doing, see what you're doing, So well, we appreciate everybody listening. Head over to Instagram, head over to YouTube if you want to watch us on a video form. We also have clips out there for you guys to see. If you guys want to watch the full episode, you can always watch clips on YouTube. So yeah, we have a lot of options for you guys, short form content. So yeah, make sure you guys follow us.
Yep, and we appreciate you spending time with us today, and we'll see you all in the next episode of the Evolved Marketing Podcast.